I'm going to do my absolute best not to touch my hair 24/7, but it might happen.
I'm so self-conscious of everything right now because in the last episode, you told everyone to comment their least favorite thing about me. And boy, did they. And it was
Wait, did they actually?
Yeah.
They were probably making it up.
No, someone said the way I hold the microphone, but I don't think, I mean, how do you want me to, like, you want me, I don't know how I'm supposed to hold it. And also, if you touch the wire, guys, it makes a noise. So I'm doing you a favor, okay? We already got the mouth noises.
Maybe I'll just have to bring your stand when I go on the private plane.
Oh my God, you guys,
in 3 days.
We are having an anxiety attack right now. And by we, I mean mostly Sam. I kind of find it funny. But as we sat down to press record, Sam just got the email of a lifetime.
Yeah, text actually, because we're that close.
Right. You want to say what it is?
Lauren from the Tart team messaged me and just asked what I was doing this weekend, like so casually. And in my head, I'm like, oh, they want to go to dinner.
A.K.A. Maureen Kelly, like the CEO's other half, basically.
Yes. And I say to Andrew, there is simply no way we're not going on the next Tart trip. Like, we're going.
But that was before she even messaged you.
Yes, all she had said was like, no, she had texted me saying like, what are you doing this weekend? But once again, I'm thinking dinner. Because the last time they asked me that, they wanted us to go to dinner and then go to their little kindness tour.
Right.
So I'm expecting, we have dinner reservations at this probably really healthy yet cute dinner place. Like, do you want to come? But no, instead I get a full itinerary saying they want me to go to New York tomorrow. For a Sports Illustrated event.
And how are you getting there?
Well, commercial, just to New York.
Oh.
But we're flying on another private plane from New York back to Hollywood, where all of the other Sports Illustrated events are all weekend.
You guys are basically finding this out with us. Like, she just got this email, and we need to unpack this. This is... First
I'm
of
a little
all,
stressed because whenever I have to go by myself places, I get anxious. I don't socialize well. And then Andrew gets mad at me because I miss out on like networking opportunities that most people wouldn't be afraid for. So I'm a little bit stressed, actually. What do you wear? Because it said red carpet.
well, they're going to style you. So you're going to be okay in that aspect.
I should definitely bring a backup just in case there's nothing that fits.
I'm more concerned about our friendship ending because if Brooke is on this trip, I am going to be texting you every 2 minutes and you are going to block me.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know that I would do well. I don't know that I can keep up with them.
She doesn't drink like that much.
No, not even just like that. They are on one. See, I've seen the videos of all of them. I mean, it seems like a good time.
Yeah.
Of like all of them on the bus, like hanging out, whatever. And even that, I just...
Well, so she gets extreme social anxiety and anxiety. So
Okay.
she needs to drink before her shows. That's her thing. Yeah.
Okay.
We need to get Maureen on the podcast.
I think that she would. It depends on obviously like what her...
She's going to be so busy.
Yeah, it just depends on like what she has going on because apparently, which I mean, I really hope this isn't like NDA. I mean, no, they would have said something. They're just sponsoring Tarte is sponsoring the Sports Illustrated like events, like makeup wise.
This is coming out after anyway.
I can't. No, Andrew, I have nothing in my head right now.
Yeah, I know. You got to stop looking at the emails. I see you looking at the emails. You got to stop.
They're texts.
Whatever the fuck they are. Unless you are saying, can Maureen film a podcast episode with us? Then keep on looking.
Oh, that's what we were talking about. Well, first of all, side note. Sorry to get a little bit sidetracked. Oh wait. See, I don't even remember it.
Chugga chugga.
Do I say anything or just go straight to the chugga chugga?
We could just skip it this time.
Chugga 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 chugga.
Sidetracked. It was a little shaky.
Okay, but that little side note is so happy I went and got the extensions put in now.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm going to be on a Sports Illustrated red carpet. Second sidetracked, how do I become a Sports Illustrated model? Am I like a little bit closer to that?
This is why you need me there. Because I will make you go up to everyone.
I mean, they put thickums on there. And I got the thickums for you if you want it. Maybe I should bring the deer swimsuit. Just like you want to see what I look like in a swimsuit? Here you go. It sucked me in.
Oh.
It went, insert picture. Well, maybe, I don't know if it's a little bit scandalous.
Okay, so
What were we talking about though? Oh, Marine on the podcast. I think she really would, as long as she's not too busy. She's so normal.
I know.
And is such a mom.
We apologize if we're a little airheady right now. We're really excited about this, guys. They are coming to Hollywood, Florida, which is the town right over for me. So I'll be able to just hop, skip, and jump over there every so often. Maybe for lunch.
You could hide in my suitcase.
Film the podcast. No, we talked about this last episode. I don't want to be in a suitcase. Unless it's bays. Then maybe.
Okay, well, I only have bays, so.
Okay, then maybe you can put me in a suitcase.
Taylor Swift can humble herself enough to go in a suitcase. You can humble yourself enough to go in a suitcase.
No, I guess I'm fine to be in a suitcase. I don't want to be dismembered in a suitcase.
Well, I never said that you'd be in pieces.
I am also a little stressed because I'm going somewhere alone at the end of the month. And I think it's far more stressful than your situation.
I think it is. I agree.
Yeah.
I know the Tarte team.
So, yeah, you know the Tarte team. You're, like, really established. I guess I'm established in my little, like, micro-influencer spot, but whatever.
You are not a micro-influencer.
I'm a micro-influencer.
Do you know what a micro-influencer is?
Macro-influencer? What am I? What's a micro-influencer?
Skinny.
No, it's not. You're an idiot.
No, I know. I was very late responding to what am I? Skinny.
Oh, thank you. You're not an idiot.
You're welcome.
A micro-influencer is someone I think with under like 250,000 subscribers.
Well, if that is the case, that massively went up because last time I checked, a micro-influencer is under 10K.
I'm looking. Well, I mean, I have a lot more than 250,000 if you add all my shit together. Oh, I'm not. I guess I'm just an influencer. It's
oh my god,
between 1,000 and 100,000 followers.
There is no way that you're a micro influencer if you're under 100K, but you're at like 98. But with TikTok and how easy it is to gain followers these days, maybe that's why. Because like back in strictly YouTube days, if you had 98,000, I don't know that I would consider you micro.
No, yeah, I think I looked a while ago, so I think it might have changed. But like TikTok, like I could go to Chili's and my server will have more followers than me now because of TikTok. Yes. And I'm just like, I feel so not special.
But it doesn't equal money the way that it used to.
Yeah, you could have a career with like close to 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, but like 200,000 followers on TikTok, nothing. We talked about this last week. We got invited to like Miami Swim Week, one of the events there. Whatever, we're going. It's going to be fun. We're going together. However, the next day, I got invited by a designer. They reached out to my managers, and they're going to dress me for one of the events there. You guys know how I feel.
I need to know what they're going to put you in.
No, I told them. I said, sure. Literally, I said, sure, comma, I am not showing skin.
Okay, that's fair. That's a good little boundary, and I'm glad that you were able to set that for yourself. I'm more curious to be like, how many options are they going to give you? One. Or two, it's like, oh, hey, here, this is yours. You have to put it on. And then in that moment, if you hate it, are you going to be able to say no?
I'm gonna. But I'm not gonna hate it based off of how it looks, but like how it looks on my body, I will like.
But what if it's like a million different, like bright, ugly colors?
I don't care. I'll wear it. Like it is what it is.
Okay. I mean, I would also wear it, but I'd be crying.
Like, well, if my muffin top looks like it's crying, like I'm not. Like if it's like dripping down to my knees, no.
They're gonna have Getty there, you know.
You think?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'll have more Getty images.
Getty is everywhere.
I am not a micro-influencer.
In an outfit that you can't control.
No, that's the thing. Like, I will have no problem saying no. I'm not wearing anything crazy. I'm not, Sam. And guys, the scary part is I asked for a +1 and they said, unfortunately, there's no +1s for this event.
Okay, but I just got told that too. So maybe like it's really like Swim Week's super exclusive.
Well, it's basically Fashion Week, but in Miami. So like, I think it kind of is.
I guess.
Miami Swim Week. Apparently, it's a big deal. It's not something we ever thought we would be at.
No.
But here we are. Like, I asked for a +1. They said no. You couldn't come anyway, even if.
Yeah, no, I was already. Yes. I think I already had booked my flight.
I'm just like, what? Okay, so like, I have to get tipsy before I go, right? And then like, I'll just have like one drink to hold there. I don't get drunk like that by myself. I can't. I would make such a fool of myself.
Yeah, I would love to get to a point in my life where I don't even have to think about having to get tipsy to socialize. I don't know how to do that. If I freshly have taken my ADHD meds, I'm okay for a little bit.
Yeah, for a little. But then you're worse than ever when they wear off.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Then that's the nice thing about Vyvanse versus Adderall for me is is like Vyvanse. There's not really like a hard come down for me versus
same.
Adderall, especially because it was just like short release or quick release. You just go up so high and then you just crash, and then I just get angry and just like I don't like the way that I am. I get headaches and stuff on Adderall. But for Vyvanse, I don't ever really like notice, oh, it's worn off. I just will realize that I'm more anxious again.
Normally, in a normal setting, I don't have to obviously drink, or I'm pretty extroverted. However, this is like big time.
Specifically.
Influencers, specifically hot influencers, like models. Like,
all I'm hearing is descriptions of you.
well, I'm built like a Home Goods pillow. So, like, what am I supposed to do?
I
For real.
love Home Goods. Everybody
Me
loves
too.
Home Goods, so you should be so confident that everybody
my
is
whole
going. Everyone's gonna love you if you're a Home Goods pillow. I get it. I'm gonna have a shot for sure. Me on the whole flight to Bora Bora, I was downing champagne, and I hate champagne because I was so scared, and my mom was there. I would also love to get to that aspect where I don't have to have a shot.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just need it, and you know what? We're adults.
I kind of like you being nervous because then you bring me places.
Yeah, I don't bring you along because I enjoy your company. I bring you along so I can at least make you look stupid and not me.
I'm your emotional support pillow.
No, you are my emotional support human for sure.
So that's what we got going on. Sorry, this started very up in the air. We're very frazzled.
This is not how I expected my weekend to go. I mean, I did not expect to be on a plane tomorrow.
I did not expect our next episode to be with Maureen Kelly.
Maureen's listening to this like, what?
We might get Tiana on, right?
I want her to come so bad. Oh, yes. Yes. I'm going to force her. And we're going to get her a little stool. And we're going to plop her on there. If you guys didn't watch Bora Bora stuff or you don't know who Tiana is, iconic. You have to go look her up.
Mm-hmm. She is really iconic. Oh. I feel like we do need to, maybe like this summer or whenever, venture to LA and get a few guests. Because like when things are dry, when we don't got, like last week, we didn't have much going on. We got canceled for the clouds conversation.
And canceled for titling the podcast We're Drug Addicts.
Wait, hold on. Forget everything. Pause. We got to talk about this.
We did not. Let me just reiterate. We did not title the podcast We Are Drug Addicts.
Now, the podcast unfortunately was titled We Are Drug Addicts. But it was not we. So what happened was, normally I'll review the episode whenever we get it back. And, I'll pick a thumbnail option that they send. Sometimes they'll send title options. Other times I'll send them title options. Okay. This time, we've been a little behind, as you can tell by the virtual episodes. So we're trying to get ahead. I'm actually supposed to be going to Sam's house tomorrow to film an in-person episode and get back on that train. But I think she'll
be in person because I'll just bring it with me.
You'll just be here.
Yeah.
So what happened was Zach got home from his 10-day vacation or work trip on Sunday night. I got him from the airport. As you know, the podcast goes live Monday morning. I got in bed with Zach and like nothing frisky happened, but like we just like, we're like hugging each other, whatever. And I wound up falling asleep.
I really appreciate the clarification there.
I fell asleep without setting an alarm. I woke up at like 10:30. I was like, oh wait, it's podcast day. And I noticed you had texted me about the podcast like an hour and a half earlier.
I don't know how I didn't notice it.
So I look, and it is titled, We Are Drug Addicts.
It's not funny, but it's so funny.
It's funny, like, if we're telling our friends the story, like, because it's like, that really happened. But, like, as having a platform, like, it's not funny. I immediately texted Sam. I was like, the podcast is titled that. And she was like, no, it's not. So I immediately changed it. It's still like what I changed it to. It was so dumb. I couldn't even think. I was like panicking. It just so happens that in the episode, you guys all probably saw it. We were talking about like Vyvanse or whatever. And I was like, and Sam was like, well, you're not an alcoholic. And I was like, why would you even say that? Like, I know I'm not an alcoholic. Like, that's like me saying you're not a drug addict. And then like, whatever, we were like, oh my God, imagine like the title of this episode. Our team took it seriously. And because I didn't send title options, they titled it We Are
Drug Addicts. I blacked out once you texted that to me. And I just was like, I was full panic. Because I just am so afraid of ever like disappointing you guys. And to know that, because like being a drug addict, yes, like you can like we had joked about it because like obviously I was like the way I look at my Vyvanse bottle, like
It is
ooh.
a drug, and we take it every day.
It is, and I like much prefer when I have it versus when I don't. So I guess I'm not addicted to it. I can go without it, but I just don't like
same.
not having it. But it's still like a lighthearted little joke versus like people don't have any context when it's titled that. It just looks like maybe we're like making fun of drug addiction.
Well, I think people understand that this is long form. We say things like little jokes, blah, blah, blah. No one really cared at what we said, but the intentionality.
Yeah, we're not trying to clickbait with addiction.
That's what it was. And oh my God, guys, luckily for us, literally luckily only for us, we told people that episode to comment like, this isn't a good look, or like that you're mad at us. Like, that's what we told you guys to comment. So like all like the mad comments blended in, but we apologize. We did not mean to do that. In my family, we have dealt with addiction very heavily. Not my immediate family, but like my close extended family. We dealt with it very, 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 very heavily. So it's not a joke. We apologize if anyone got upset by that, but we did not do that.
Meanwhile, I had the biggest grin. I'm like...
One of the sponsors of today's episode is going to be Care Of. So thank you so much to Care Of for sponsoring. And also thank you for providing me with all of the vitamins and nutrients that I was missing. I am actually obsessed with Care Of. For those of you who don't know, Care Of makes taking your daily vitamins on the go so incredibly easy and fun. Okay, and I'll get to that part. But look at these little packets. This is all the vitamins I wanted and need. You just go online and you fill out a little survey and you say like what you want more of, or what you feel like you're lacking. It's such a quick little quiz, and then they send you these daily packets of everything you need. And let me tell you guys, I have really been feeling better. Like, I actually love these. And back to the making it more fun part, every single packet has a little like quote or fact. This one says, stressed out? Take things one step at a time today and congratulate yourself for each step you take. You're doing great. This one, let's see what this one says. Is this one a quote or a fact? See, it's like fun. You never know what you're gonna get. Today's joke. Okay, jokes. Why do oranges wear sunscreen? I'll give you a second. So they don't peel. So they don't, because oranges have peel. Listen, it really brightens my day, not only because of the jokes and the inspirational quotes, but because the vitamins are amazing. There's 4 pills, but I have 3 different vitamins in here. Okay, so I take like the multivitamin with iron. I lack iron, and it really helps. I also take chromium apple extract, which is really good to like support metabolic health, which gosh knows, my metabolism needs some help, okay? And then also rhodiola, which that's a very pretty name. If you're looking for child names, rhodiola. Kardashians, they're gonna snatch that one up. And that's for stress and focus, which you guys already know they do there. I could really use that. But they come in these little packets, so easy to take. You just take one a day. And like I said, all you do is take a little online quiz about your lifestyle and health goals, and they do the rest of the work for you. The packs are made with a compostable film to help reduce the impact on the environment while not compromising the safety of their products. I have definitely noticed that like my skin looks a lot nicer. I do feel like recently I have a lot more energy and my stress levels have definitely been lower, which before I started taking these, my stress levels were definitely going through the roof a little bit. I really owe a lot to Cara. So if you guys are going to want your own little packet of vitamins and all the nutrients you will ever need, go on over to our description, click the link, take the quiz, and use code Sidetracked to get 50% off subscription items on your first order. Thank you so much to Cara for a lot of things, but also for sponsoring today's episode. Trisha always says podcasts are the way to get canceled, and you just got to work through it. So
No.
Strike one.
No.
Strike one. No, she says like with a podcast, like you say so much that you're gonna get canceled.
Well, maybe like micro canceled. I think there's levels. There's like many, I pissed a couple off.
Yeah.
Then there's like, you're out.
Yeah.
Skip the 3 strikes right to 4. I had briefly mentioned that I was excited that I had gotten my hair extensions put in now because convenient timing. At least my hair won't look awful. But I want to talk to you guys about why I needed to get hair. Okay, I didn't need to get hair extensions, but I had 2 options. Well, first of all, back up a little bit. I've talked to you guys. I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh, cut that.
I've talked to you guys so much about my hair loss situation, or maybe not that specifically, but my weight loss. I've talked to you about my weight loss, and with that comes hair loss. And when I tell you, so much of my hair came out one day in the shower, well, it had been coming out all the time, but I got kind of used to the amount of hair that I was losing every time I would shower to where it didn't like freak me out as much anymore. But this specific day I took a shower, and I'm not being dramatic. a hairball this big. By the time I was done showering and brushing my hair afterwards, I just sat and stared at it, and I'm like, I don't get it. Like, it wouldn't stop coming out. And so then I decided I have two options because my hair was looking stringy and just not cute anymore. I said, I know this is going to grow back, but what am I going to do in the meantime? So here are my options. Cut it off and just go short so it looks fuller. Yeah. Well, yeah. Hold on. I got to move my underwear. Oh, there we go. Up because the tag on these pants are like itching my back. So my options were cut it short so it looks fuller, and everyone's cutting their hair short right now anyway. So I was like, you know what, it's probably gonna be fine. Or get extensions, like get a row of extensions put in. But I've had extensions before and I hated it because they were heavy, they were hard to maintain. I was not in a take care of myself era of my life, so I never did my hair. And when you have extensions, you kind of are forced to do your hair. I decided to try the extensions first because my hair was already long. Like, this is only like this much longer than my actual hair. So they blend really nice, even when they're straight. Like, there's no line. Like, you can't really tell.
It's basically for the fullness, right?
Yes. Yeah, so we did make them a tiny bit longer, like literally not much at all. And then, but this is only one row. I've never only had one row, and it is so manageable and so easy so far. Worst case scenario, I decide I hate them. Like, if I'm just annoyed with it for summer because you have to blow dry them when they get wet, I just take them out and I cut my hair short.
I will say this, and this is just my opinion. You do obviously whatever you want. I love you with long hair. I think it looks so good. It looks iconic. It slims you out. It just everything. It looks so slims you out, which slenderness does not equal prettiness. But I
just have never heard you compliment my hair before. Usually you're just telling me I'm ugly with bangs.
Oh, how many times do we FaceTime and I pick up and I say, oh, you look nice? How many times? I'd say 50% of the time.
And the other 50% it's, ooh.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, what's going on with you?
Yeah.
Where'd you sleep?
You can tell what kind of day I'm having versus, like, depending on if I've brushed my hair or my teeth by 3 p.m.
Yeah. Plus, like, when you look nice, you'll like answer like looking like that. But then like when you don't, like the phone will be down here and like your hair will be. And so I'm like, oh. That's
my true form.
But also like you have to remember like when you call me, I'm already editing your face, so it's like there's no
difference.
I'm just like oh, now to you, real time Samantha.
I just wanted to give context. I feel like all of a sudden, well, I guess only the visual people can probably tell the difference, but all of a sudden I just have hair.
I like how you said only the visual people can probably tell the difference, as if there's a slight chance that the audio people could tell the difference that you have longer hair.
No. I mean, maybe the audio people or the visual people like can't tell a difference.
Oh, okay.
Going into it, I knew that I was going to lose hair because that's just a part of like a massive weight loss.
Yeah.
And so I knew that was going to happen. And when it started to happen, it was slow, but it obviously progressed to the point where I couldn't look at it anymore. At least ignorance is bliss. It'll still look full, even though I'm sure it's still falling out, but I won't notice it as much maybe. I don't notice it as much when I'm brushing it, and that's all that I care about. Like, I know it'll grow back. But I did not expect it to affect my confidence as much as it has. I was just wearing my hair up. Like, no matter what I would do with it down, I didn't like the way it looked. I was wearing it half up, half down to try and hide it, which is cute. I like my hair half up, half down, but I don't know. I just was so confident that like, no, it's just hair. It's not going to bother me. Like, it'll be fine. No, it was making me like sad.
Well, yeah.
But it's just hair.
I feel like girls always like post like videos of like, oh, my hair is my insecurity, blah, 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 blah. So like clearly it is. Like, it means a lot. Like, it's...
I don't know that I've ever seen it as, I mean, maybe I have, but I've always had like bad hair. Like, I would always just wear it up in a bun, or I would always like I never knew how to do it.
You started doing it like in your early 20s. So like, I feel like before that doesn't count. You were a kid, you know?
Well, I know, but I mean, I look at pictures of me when I was 21, 22, 23, 24, a couple months ago.
No, 23, you were doing the big curls in Tennessee.
Well, every once in a while, my hair would look okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But like on the daily, it just wasn't. Anyways, that doesn't really matter. All I was saying is weight loss update. My hair is falling out in clumps and I'm insecure about it. So that's why I magically have gorgeous locks attached to my head.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great experience so far.
Today's comment of the day is about Sam's hair. Comment anything about Sam's hair. If
Well,
you don't know
not
what to say, just say.
anything. Only positive.
No, you want them to be honest. No, we're being honest here. Okay? Oh, so for me, you want them to comment their least favorite thing about me, but they can't be honest about your hair.
Yeah, and if we're being honest, I want you to shut up.
Yes, just if you don't have anything nice to say, then just say Sam's hair.
Did I already tell them to say it looks like you have dingleberries? That you give dingleberry?
I do not give. No, this is where I draw the fucking line. Hemorrhoid is one thing. I do not give dingleberry.
You know,
I am the.
People were agreeing with me.
Yeah, I know that's actually ridiculous. That's actually ridiculous. But like, I'll accept it if I got a hemorrhoid kind of vibe. I'm pretty confident with my hole. I think it's I keep it buzzed. It doesn't have like a fro going on because I'm a hairy guy. It's buzzed, and you know how often I shower. I have to shower after every time I shit.
Yeah, I will admit, you probably don't give dingleberry. I just like saying it.
No, I definitely don't give dingleberry.
I agree.
Hemorrhoid.
You shower too much. Hemorrhoid.
Look, you're using reverse psychology. I'm like, now hemorrhoid I give.
I used it to convince you that you do give hemorrhoid.
I genuinely don't think I do, but like I was actually like taken back by how many people agreed, and I'm like, I don't know how to not give hemorrhoid. I have like good anxiety right now. Like I'm anxious in a good way because it's like, what the hell does this next week hold?
Oh yes, but that's good. Like there is being like that's a good busy and like good scared.
You and I have both had a rough past month, like really rough, and I think we just didn't have a lot going on. I know you were sending me clothes and you were like, I wish I had places to wear this. I was like, we need to do more. Yeah. We don't do anything. And maybe, with the season changing, we'll start putting ourselves out there a little more. I said yes to Miami Swim Week, okay?
Yeah, I'm really proud of you for that. And I hope, like, as she brings more, you keep saying yes to them because...
I know. I don't know if I told you. I said no at first. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go.
He said that to me and he goes, like, I'm not going. And I'm like, well, think again. You're changing your response.
Okay, cut that. Did you see the guy at the gas station? He's like an older man, like with the nozzle up his asshole. Did you see it?
No.
It's someone
what For
recording
You
him.
page are you on?
Twitter.
Yeah, we're gonna have to just delete X.
A man. He was wearing a baseball cap. He was older, like a little on the heavier old man side. Fully naked, completely naked, with the gas nozzle up his asshole. It was giving like small town. Okay. And he just had the biggest, girthiest wiener for like an old man. You would think it would be like shriveled and small. No. The nozzle was up his bumhole, and he was stroking.
What?
He was stroking the wiener, and the nozzle was he was like in and out of his butthole.
But was there gas coming out of it?
I didn't have a camera feed in his colon, so I'm not sure.
I'm assuming it would be going everywhere. I think when it comes out, it like sprays out.
No, it was deep in there.
No, I get that, but even if your body is going to start rejecting it, it can only hold so much gasoline.
Well, when I shoot the bidet up my butt, like nothing comes out until like I get to a certain point. So maybe he was just doing little spurts. I don't know. If you could do that for free, why would you pay? So maybe he just wasn't, maybe no gas was coming out.
Or maybe he ran up and like stole it from someone who already put their card in the machine.
No one was around. And then he eventually saw the person recording and he was like, I got to send you the video. Obviously we can't share it with you guys. Samantha, you got to see it.
I genuinely I'm okay without seeing that.
Nonchalant about it. It was actually like, I wish I could be that careless. Like it was just out in the open, gas station, no one, just like looking around while the nozzle was 10 inches deep.
I would love to reiterate that algorithms show you what you look at.
I would like to reiterate, use hand sanitizer after you pump gas.
Somebody has used that since then.
Probably.
Well, no, 100%.
Probably. Yes, that's very true. Someone has used that. Imagine, ew.
I'm moving to New Jersey.
Where they pump it for you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, like, don't they have gas stations like that here? No?
No.
Well, I guess this is more of a me thing. like the clouds conversation we had, because you were just really out there. You were really out there.
I don't remember the conversation, to be quite fair.
Good. I'm glad. People were not. They were like, you guys really need to like go back to school. Like this isn't cute. I just want to say, yes, I did call a rhombus a cloud.
A rhombus is a triangle. Well, kinda. It's like a diamond.
We're not going to get into this right now. Because
That's a really silly thing of you to say.
Well, I did say, I was like, that might be a shape. I did say that. You wanted fucking convertible airplanes so you could touch the clouds. Dumb as hell.
Okay. I'm not allowed to have a dream.
You want to talk shit about me.
I dreamed a dream in times gone by.
I want to say, everyone was like, you need to know, like, the cycle. Because I was saying, how does the water stay? Like, where does it come from? Like, what?
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not, okay, guys, I know the water cycle, okay? Like, I know it evaporates, but my point is when it torrential downpours, how was all that water just up there? Like, I know it comes from there from condensation. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, like, where does it come from? I'm just saying, just like how does an airplane fly? Like, how was it just chilling up there and then all of a sudden it just all comes down in droplets?
Did we get an answer to that? Because you saying that made me remember, and I still don't understand it.
And, like, not only that, but, like, why doesn't it all come down at once? Like, it comes down in droplets for hours.
Or, like, what? It got to the point where one tiny droplet was just that put it over the edge and it starts falling down?
I know, yeah. So, and people were like, oh, they need to know the water cycle. It's 4th grade science. Okay, you know what? Export a video.
I don't know that any
You probably don't know how to fucking do that.
Explain that to me.
The
way that
cycle?
I need it to... No, I get the water cycle. That's not my question. The question is... when that one last little bit of evaporate, you know what I mean, water gets up there and it becomes too much for that cloud to hold, how does it, like, just, okay, now it's time to start pissing? Like the cloud, the water that's on the edge of the cloud, how is that affected by the one water particle in the middle of the cloud that made it go too much?
I don't, my point is, I know the water cycle, everyone, okay? I know it. I was just saying, how does all that millions, billions of gallons of water just chill up there until it doesn't? That's my... I know a rhombus isn't a cloud.
Do you?
Now I do. No, there's definitely
honestly,
a type of cloud.
People should just be proud of you then because now you're educated. Like, stop being mean. Just be happy that you helped educate us.
Yeah, a few people helped. Do you think you could fly over a tornado?
Yeah. What? Yeah. That's
really?
Down there. You're up there.
I mean, they go pretty high. They go all the way up to the rhombus clouds.
Yeah, and you're above that in an
You're not
airplane.
above the rhombus clouds.
You're above 2 layers of clouds when you're flying like 35,000 feet up.
Well, I guess what I'm asking is, like, obviously tornadoes suck from the side, but can they suck from the top?
No.
You don't know that, though. Like,
I don't. Yeah, you're right. I just know for sure you wouldn't be in that situation.
No, I fucking know, Sam. I know you wouldn't be flying right over a fucking tornado.
And, like, they won't take off. Like, you can't take off and go up through that situation. But if you just happen to be flying over Oklahoma with an EF5 down there, I'm sure you're fine.
Isn't it just an F5?
You know? I don't know. I just remember that movie Twister, and for some reason I thought they said EF5.
Helen Hunt. That was a good movie.
Who?
Helen Hunt. She was in that movie.
The girl.
That was one of the movies, like, when you're like 4 that I watched just like over and over and over.
Same, but I wasn't 4.
Oh.
How old was I when Twister came out? She's from the Titanic, right?
No, that's Kate Winslet.
Helen Hunt? No, but she was in that movie. She was one of the people that worked on the boat. Yeah, right? Or was he in it?
Leonardo DiCaprio?
No, the guy who, with, like, when they would flash to the old lady and they were, like, going down and looking at the Titanic. Because the whole movie, Titanic, is just the girl, like, the old lady explaining her story.
Oh. Yeah, I honestly, I don't know what the entire fuck you're talking about, but
okay.
Sure.
Can you guess what year Twister came out?
Yeah, I would say like 94.
Oh, 96.
Oh,
Andrew,
yeah.
I wasn't born.
Okay, that's why I was saying I was 4. I was born in 92, so I was 4.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah, see, I was picturing you be like 8 when it came out. I wasn't born when Twister came out.
No. Like, you weren't even born when, like, Kelly Clarkson won American Idol.
Yes, I was. She won in 2002.
2001, I think. I was obsessed. I still am obsessed with Kelly Clarkson. I love her. You kind of look like her.
Really? Mm-hmm. Everyone says that.
Yeah, you do kind of look like her. I see it. Especially now with that hair. That's, like, very much her hair.
And that we're both getting skinnier.
Yeah, although she's not on Ozempic. Did you see that? She spoke on it this week.
Did she?
Yeah, so you know when you open social media and then like you see something and then it refreshes to like a whole new...
Yes. Oh, and it pisses me off.
I opened it and it was that, and it was like, she's not on Ozempic, but she is doing, so she's like doing something, I don't know. But I didn't get the rest of it because it refreshed.
You didn't... You refreshed, but then you didn't go like type in Kelly Clarkson
ADHD.
Ozempic to see what came up?
ADHD. You know, random thought.
I'm not on Ozempic either. Like, same thing, different font, but I can say I'm not on Ozempic.
Today's episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Listen, the past month, Sam and I we haven't had the best month mentally for different reasons. Everyone has different stressors, but I will say that therapy is an amazing way to get things off your chest and to just talk about what you're going through and maybe learn some new coping skills, talk to the therapist on just ways you can get through what you're going through. I am a huge advocate for therapy, and I know Sam is as well. So I will always recommend therapy where it's needed. Keeping things bottled up can definitely affect you and those around you in a negative way. So therapy is it's so important for not only your mental health, but those around you, just your lifestyle. You guys know what I've dealt with in the last year with my cousin Adriana, mental health, and all of that. So I can't tell you how much it means to me for you guys to be accepting of therapy if you aren't already. If you're on the fence and you're not sure, or if you really want to, I do recommend giving BetterHelp a try. BetterHelp is entirely online, and it's designed to be completely to your schedule, to be convenient for you when you can do it. You can do it right from your home. You just fill out a little questionnaire and then you get matched to a therapist. If you're not feeling that therapist, because sometimes, you know, you got to shop around therapists, you can switch to another therapist at any time with no extra charge. My favorite thing is sometimes I make tiny little tasks like a big thing, and that's like all I do for the day, when really it could just be like a tiny part of my day. So I love that I can just get on a therapy call right in my own living room. Like, I could literally be working 1 second and the next minute be like in a therapy session just from the comfort of my own house. I love that. It is so convenient. That's why it's BetterHelp. If you are thinking of starting therapy, I definitely think you should give BetterHelp a try. Visit betterhelp.com/sidetracked to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/sidetracked to get 10% off your first month. I really, really recommend you guys give it a try if you've been thinking about it, because it's amazing, and the things it can do for your mental health is incredible. Thank you so much to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode, and let's get back into it. Random thought, speaking of airplanes, I saw a video this week, and it really peed me off.
It peed you oh?
Pissed me off.
Oh, yes.
You want to know why?
Sure. Am I allowed to say no? Oh, yeah, no. I don't want to know.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you anyway.
That's what I figured.
It was a guy, and I think it was in like Brazil, and he jumped out of an airplane, no parachute. Not to like, he had like people jump after him, like it was like a stunt. He jumped out of parachute. He just had like, I think a hat and a Red Bull and like his shorts, right? And he like chugged the Red Bull as he was falling, and then like threw it, and like they caught him.
That is a very Red Bull thing that Red Bull would do.
So he's chugging the Red Bull. He throws the Red Bull. They go and catch him. They bring him down. Everything was fine. And this was like, it was like so many retweets on Twitter, like, and I've seen this video before, but then I was like, that man, like, imagine in one of our vlogs, we just threw a Red Bull on the ground and kept walking. Oh. So it's okay to litter.
Maybe
no one
that
notices.
they knew that because it's Red Bull, like they have a team that's going and picking up after them.
It wasn't a Red Bull thing. He just had a Red Bull. Like.
Oh wait, are you sure it wasn't a Red Bull thing?
No,
Red Bull does that.
Does what?
Extreme stuff like that. They had the guy that jumped from outer space for Red Bull.
No, this was just a guy, like a skydiver who like wanted to do something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he just so happened to have a Red Bull.
Okay.
Forget it was even a Red Bull. Like, we'll say whatever. But like.
Alani.
So, yeah. So it's okay to litter when you're like 7,000 feet in the air?
Oh, he threw the can in the air. Andrew, I didn't
Yeah, he was-
process a damn thing you said.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like no one even thinks of it because he's jumping out of a plane. But yeah, he drank it and then he threw the can, and I'm like,
Yeah,
that
that
man
whole
just
time
littered.
I was picturing it. I was like playing the video in my head and picturing it, but I didn't hear if whatever you said, you could have like declared anything and I wouldn't have heard it. I was picturing a man going.
I think that's everyone's problem because that man essentially threw a can on the ground in beautiful Brazil. I think it was Brazil.
Well, yeah, and like if you do a balloon send off, the comments are just all people being like,
Oh
the
my
balloons,
gosh.
the balloons, it's a cute video, but the balloons. But no one said anything about this can.
He was being praised. That man littered. He's a litterer, and if we did that, but like wasn't, if we like weren't jumping out of a plane to distract.
But don't they say that if a penny hits you on the top of your head from like the Empire State Building, that you would die? So what if a can hits you from 30,000 feet in the air? Well, I don't know how high you can skydive from, but
Maybe I'm gonna start littering from 30,000 feet in the air because if that's what it's gonna take to not get canceled, then
isn't that what happens every time you flush on an airplane? The toilet paper goes whoop.
yeah, I don't know. I don't use airplane bathrooms, so you would know
Ever?
better than I do. No, I really try not to, and I'll tell you why. It's not my public bathroom fear; it's my anxiety of not knowing how to open the door in front of everyone to get inside, not to get out, but
That'll do it.
to get in because they have the weirdest fucking handles. Put a doorknob. Why not have a doorknob? That's the same reason why I hate using the overhead things. Because
Even like a push-out doorknob, if like they can't have it stick out, just be one where you push it in and then the doorknob comes out, you turn it, and then when you're done, you push it back in.
yeah, just anything, or like a button that says open. They're always so just tricky. And I'm kidding. I'm not gonna litter ever. No matter how many feet in the air I am, I will not litter.
Want to
So-
know what Andrew's the worst at, guys?
so many things.
Anytime we go to a store, anytime we go to Target, let's just say, he
Yeah.
never, ever returns his cart. He will leave it anywhere in the
Yeah,
parking
right.
lot. He will push it so it goes farther away for the person to have to grab it. And he'll be like, well, that's their job. That's what they're here for. I have to give them something to do. So if you ever wanted to know anything about Andrew, know that. Like, he refuses to put his cart away.
With that, I will say, you guys know I worked at Whole Foods, I worked at Stop and Shop, I worked at many places, and you know how false that is. I have been a service worker for over 10 years, and I just want you guys to remember how much Sam orders and how much she's contributing to pollution and waste.
Consumerism.
Yeah, consumerism. And she's also going on a private jet this week, so remember that.
I can't say no. And they're going to go on the private jet regardless of if my chunky ass is in the seat.
Yeah, they're just going to have to put a little extra fuel in it. We can ask that guy from the gas station if we could have a turn. Can we borrow that quick? I was playing Fortnite this week. Uh-huh. Just for like an hour, really bad. I was having so much anxiety that have you ever played and like you just can't focus? Like you don't even know you're playing and you die every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So me and Jenna, Joe's girlfriend, we were playing and we were talking about, I think we always start in like a certain area, but then we wound up in like the plains, like all the grass. And I was like, oh my God, we're in the plains. And I was like, wait, like I'm having a brain fart. Is it spelled Plain for like the plains or Plane? Which I was just having a brain fart at the moment, like I know. But then I was like,
AIN, right?
no, PLA. Yeah. For the grass plains, yeah. So then I was like, that's funny that it's like airplane and planes, like they're the same word. And I was like, oh wait, like also plain, like I'll have it plain with no toppings. And I was like,
Yeah. Welcome to English.
no, but then I was like, is that why it's called the Great Plains? Because there's no toppings? It's just grass? Like, it's literally the Great Plains. There's no toppings. Is that why? Like, they're just plain. That could be why. That could be fucking why.
But when they decided that,
Who's they? See, you think you have the answers. Go ahead.
what?
Go ahead.
Cartographers,
Now, what the fuck is that?
people who make maps.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was testing you. Keep going. I'm looking that up.
I
I'm looking
really
that up
hope
right now.
so.
Hold on.
A cartographer. They make maps.
We have serious conversations. You're like, I just like want people to like leave the podcast feeling like they learned something. You're the dumbest bitch on the planet. Like, so let's see if this is right. Samantha, I gotta give this one to you.
Is
You are
that
not
what
the
it
dumbest
is?
bitch on the
I'm
planet.
having a little
Yes.
anxiety.
You are not the dumbest bitch on the planet. So you know what,
Okay.
guys? You did leave learning something. Cartographers make maps. Well, they design and prepare and revise maps, charts, plans, three-dimensional models, and spatial information. Okay, whatever. It's boring. But cartographers.
I don't know that they necessarily named the Great Plains. I just guessed. But I mean, I'm sure that was a long, long, long time ago before they thought about pizza toppings.
Well, I was using pizza as an example, but like they're just plain. Like it's plain. There's nothing there. So it's the Great Plains.
But I think that's like a type of I can't come up with words
Geographical.
anymore. But like a mountain or a valley or a plateau.
Yeah.
It's a plain.
Yeah. But I'm saying like, did they call it that because they're just plain?
All week, I have been extremely tired because of the magnetic storms.
How cool.
Yeah, people were seeing the northern lights in Florida. It was much more visible with your phone. Like if you could see like the hues and everything, and like you could see the lights, but if you would take a picture with your exposure down, then you could really see it.
Yeah, I saw people in New York, like they were posting pictures, like people that lived in my neighborhood were posting pictures and the sky was like pink and green and like it was nighttime.
Yeah. Now imagine it's somewhere with no light pollution.
I know.
If
But,
you have
like,
any
how cool
pictures, send them.
Yeah. Oh my God, send them. But how cool that was from like a space storm.
Yes.
Scary, really
Well,
scary. But like,
it is kind of scary. The last time, I forget what year they said the last time it was that bad, like 2004 or something, 5. It's
Yeah.
been like literally 20 years since the last storm that big. Maybe 2008. Maybe I'm being dramatic. But I only have one other thing because I've been depressed. So because I've been depressed, I quite literally have tried everything. Like therapy is not therapying at the moment.
I think you need a good old visit from Andrew.
Yes, that would be nice. We haven't seen each other in way too long. But I decided that if I'm going to be depressed, I may as well like logically not be able to be mean to myself at least. So I've decided to actively go to the gym again. Today was day 1, but technically day 2 if you count my Pilates class last week.
Wait, that counts?
Which-
What do you mean?
I've never been in more pain. My abs hurt in places that I didn't know I had abs. That was miserable. I couldn't stand up straight. But today
Pilates
I went.
looks hard.
No, it was. Don't get me started on Pilates. I think I'm signed up for a class on Wednesday of next week.
Wait a minute. We have to get you in Aloe. In the gym. Because Brooke goes,
Oh.
and it's like very intimate. You could be friends.
I just
And-
need Brooke. Can we clip every time Andrew is scheming and devising a plan to get into Brooke's life?
No, like she's not going. What is flying through the air? Something is like. Sorry, guys. No, Brooke is not going to come on this podcast. I think she's very scared.
She should be.
Sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Oh, Ben cut me off. I forgot what I was saying, so you're totally fine.
I was watching a podcast this week of Brooke, and she was on Hoot and a Half, which is with Matt King.
I love the name.
Okay. Guess what
Don't know
she
who
is
that is,
reading?
though.
Guess what she was
What?
talking about?
Atomic
Avatar.
Habits.
Avatar.
Oh, she's for sure watching the podcast.
My point is, I'm putting Avatar on the map.
Do you remember when you told me that it was the highest grossing film of all time? Mm-hmm. But you're putting
Yeah.
it on the map.
I'm putting it on the map. I'm a cartographer, and the map I am designing has Avatar and Brooke on
That's
it.
the new word. Everyone's going to start saying cartographer with no context.
With that being said, I believe Brooke watches our podcast, and she's trying to impress me because she knows that I watch everything she puts out, and she's talking about Avatar to try to impress me. She also said she doesn't like when guys aren't hairy, and I'm a pretty hairy guy, so.
I just think that escalated so quickly, and the things that you're joining together and the conclusions that you're drawing are very much giving Stalker
Okay.
and how like serial killers justify how they picked their victims. Mm-hmm. It sounds like you would be that way in real life, but you'd be so chill about it.
I am such a fan of so many people, but then when I
Yeah.
meet them, I act like I don't care, and then they come crawling over to me.
I bet you thought I was gonna sneeze, but I'm not. Why is that, you ask? Because I use Claritin to treat my seasonal allergies. My allergies get pretty bad. My eyes itch, my nose runs, I sneeze. It makes me not want to go outside, or inside for that matter, like cats and dogs. Luckily for those of us who live with the symptoms of allergies, we can live Claritin clear with Claritin D. Shout out to Claritin for supporting this episode and providing us with samples. Why suffer if you don't have to? I'm a wimp, so when my allergies are acting up, I quite literally cannot do anything. But because I use Claritin, I am able to go about my day and enjoy my life. And you could too. Claritin D's fast symptom relief starts working on allergies with nasal congestion in as little as 30 minutes. Claritin D tackles nasal congestion caused by allergies or a cold and also relieves sinus congestion and pressure due to allergies. Do you want to know what can be stinky about allergy medication? It can make you drowsy, but not Claritin D. Get non-drowsy relief of allergy symptoms with Claritin D. You can still make the most of your day without compromise. Claritin D delivers fast and powerful relief you can only find behind your local pharmacy counter. Claritin D conveniently comes in both 12 and 24-hour dosage options. Designed for serious allergy sufferers, Claritin D has 2 powerful ingredients in just 1 pill that relieve your allergy symptoms and decongest your nose so you can breathe better. I've been taking Claritin D for my allergies for my entire adult life, and it has been an absolute life changer. It's almost like I don't have allergies. Are you ready to live your life like you don't have allergies? It's time to live Claritin clear. Fast and powerful relief is just a quick trip away. Find Claritin D at the pharmacy counter. Ask for Claritin D at your local pharmacy counter. You don't even need a prescription. Go to Claritin.com right now for a discount so you can live Claritin clear. Use as directed. There's one person where I don't know how I would act. Like I don't care.
Emma Chamberlain.
Trisha Paytas. Speaking of Emma Chamberlain.
Who?
Emma Chamberlain. Did you see that Tucker went on a podcast? I forget what the guy's name is. Very famous podcaster who interviews all these big celebrities. Zach, maybe? I don't know.
Zach Sang.
Yes. And he was explaining why they broke up. Now, he didn't name drop her, obviously, but he was explaining that he was not in LA a lot because he was feeling really homesick, and when he's in LA he was sad and just miserable essentially, and he would leave, he would feel so happy and more like himself, and there was just, he wasn't finding happiness or joy in LA. If he wasn't at the studio, he was sitting at home. That's it. Right. And Emma has fallen in love with LA again. She's talked about that a lot.
Oh, okay.
He was kind of saying the vibes turned into why are you running away from me? She would say that. Well, why are you running away or whatever? And he said it was having to watch the relationship die in front of you before. He seemed so sad. Meanwhile, she has a new boyfriend.
She does? Who?
A different singer. Honestly, a girl has a type. Now, when I say she has a new boyfriend, she just was seen leaving a Met party with him.
Okay, society.
Yeah, but Emma doesn't get seen with people that she doesn't want to be seen with.
Emma doesn't get seen.
Yes.
Unless she wants to be seen. Yeah.
Yes. But I don't know, seeing him talk about it in that way, it made me really sad because it was giving, he very much was still in love vibes, but he just was not happy, in LA. And one of the things, the Zach guy had said was, just because, you're not happy somewhere or, you move, it doesn't mean, you don't love them anymore. Or you don't like that you're not in love. Or, that, the relationship, you just don't feel those feelings anymore. And he was just yeah. So he just seemed real sad. And he said he started writing the album before, his new sad music before the relationship was even over because he could just, feel it dying.
Well, at least, it doesn't seem like they ended on bad terms, and I feel like he's pretty well liked, so maybe his music will do well at least. Back when I was a huge fan of One Direction, I could never tell how big they actually were because I ate, slept, and was breathing them every day.
Yeah.
So it was I could never tell do other people actually know them, which now I know yes.
That's how I feel about this little indie artist that I have found.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, how did you know her?
Well, because I'm your best friend, and I know you only one little indie artist.
Oh, yeah. She's on tour right now, and I was kind of shocked at how many people were, going.
Yeah, I know. She's definitely blowing up. Blowing up, but hopefully we can gatekeep her.
I mean, I will definitely, I hate to say it, people are going to be mad. They're going to be mad. I'm going again. Now, I don't care what I have to do to acquire these tickets. I mean, I do care. I'm going to not break any laws, but her adding the Tortured Poets department to the set list. Mm-hmm. And from the little clips I've seen, because I haven't let myself watch all of it, it looks like it's better than the entire show.
Yeah.
So I don't know what we have to do to get Miami tickets.
Oh, no, we have to.
I don't care. I need Miami tickets.
If you get sponsored tickets and you don't bring me to the show, then you actually use me as an emotional support pillow and you don't care about me.
Oh no, I would hate for you to figure that out. No, I totally would. It's ridiculous how much it costs to go to these freaking shows.
Yes.
As a resale. Like buying a resale ticket, it's crazy.
It's wild. Speaking of wild, it's a really good segue to one of my points here. The Wild Wild West. Right? We grow up not learning about it, but it's just been in like mainstream media. You know, this town ain't big enough for the both of us. In the deserts, the saloons with the saloon doors, cowboys, the little blades on their ankles, tumbleweeds, having a draw, turning around, shooting each other, sound of the eagle or hawk echoing in the desert. Was this real? When was it? Where was it?
Like back during the gold rush times.
But like Western Texas, where was this?
Oh no, like West, like California, Arizona, New Mexico, that vibe.
You know this as a fact.
It's in the desert.
So
I would say like Southwest. Yeah.
And so like this was like Kissing Kate Barlow. Like this was real. This was all real?
I believe so.
That was such a good movie.
I've never seen that.
Holes? You've never seen Holes?
I have watched parts of Holes. I hate every second of it. As a kid, I did. It gave me so much anxiety, just like Pirates of the Caribbean. It made me like ill to watch it. I don't know why, so I couldn't.
Oh no, Samantha! It has such a twist. You gotta watch it. It was so good. I haven't watched it in years.
I think it's just the idea of having to like do physical labor makes me ill.
Yeah, I get that. That's definitely not. I mean, well, that's why it was a punishment camp. That's what it was.
Oh.
So, like, the kids, instead of going to juvie, they could go to this camp where they have to dig holes. And it just so happens Stanley Yelnats is digging a hole and he finds treasure. And oh my God, it's such a good movie.
You realize that's exactly why I probably couldn't watch it, is because maybe even as a kid, I was paranoid about, like, anything, like, getting in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
That's true. The Wild Wild West. I always wonder about that. I'm just like, was that it was in the media so much, yet we never learned about it in school. The Wild Wild West. And why are there two wilds?
It's very much giving, like, maybe I just don't care because it's silly to me that men would just like start from back to back, walk, turn around and shoot, and whoever gets shot first loses.
Like, if you want to kill someone, just kill them on the spot. Why do you got to be fair about it?
Yeah. That's like in Bridgerton. So they, like, were going to have a duel, and one of them was going to die. And it's just, like, I just don't get it. Like, it's not that deep. It really seemed, granted, maybe they were just that bored. Like, we have so much entertainment now that we, like, get overstimulated. Maybe they were just that understimulated.
I guess. Maybe.
But they could have just, like, built a castle.
Just, dig a hole. Find some treasure.
Yeah. Find a lizard.
Milk a cactus. Wait a minute. Hold on. So if you guys are telling me the whole water cycle exists, okay? In the wild west, where everything evaporates immediately, why doesn't it rain? If that shit's evaporating, what does it go on vacation?
Well, there's not enough water there in general.
I think that was good. I felt really good today. I felt like I was in a really talky mood, and I didn't think I was going to be.
This has felt like a giant FaceTime call, and for some reason, that's so comforting. You guys are just a part of our daily weekly little catch-ups. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're like your friends that you get to FaceTime once a week.
Oh, how cute.
We love you.
We are going to be moving to twice a week, though, so get ready.
What?
Just kidding.
Me being like, we're not keeping up now.
I don't know if we said goodbye, but Sam already hung up. Bye, guys. Love you. Thanks for watching.